We're going to be working on a supported downward facing dog today. And this is a pose that we have not been able to do in any of the studios or out in the grass because there's no place that we can attach a strap. But at home, hopefully, you may have a door with a doorknob. Requirement number one, you'll need a strap with a D ring on it, or some other way to fasten a strap so that you know it won't come apart on you. And then your sticky mat, and maybe a chair, maybe a couple of blankets in the chair to adjust the height. Kind of depends on how easy it is for you to get your hands to the ground. So we're going to start, and let me show you how we'll set up. Then we'll demonstrate, and I'll kind of talk about some of the things that you might be feeling in the pose, and then I'll show you how to get back out. And I hope that you find it as, it really is almost a restorative pose because you're doing almost no effort. So you can keep this in mind for a restorative downward facing dog. No wrist action at all. So I'm going to come up to standing, and I'm going to come over to my door, and I'm going to show you how to fix your strap. I have, and for me, this 6-foot strap with a D-ring works just fine. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to run one part of the strap on one side of the door and one on the other side of the door. And so you can see that the door is right here in the middle, and it'll kind of adjust to fit where you need it to be. And watch out, there's Jake. He may be coming to observe. It's also close to his supper time, so he's probably in here to tell me that I need to feed him, but he'll have to wait. Go on, Jake. So I'm fixing my D-strap. I'm making sure that it's nice and tight. And then I've walked forward just enough so that I'm putting that strap right there in my hip creases. And adjust it so that buckle isn't really poking into anything that would be uncomfortable. And you've got a little tension on the strap. And then you're just going to begin. Let's talk about our feet first. We're about hip distance apart with our feet, toes pointing forward like we would if we were in Tadasana. And we'll start with a really nice posture standing up. We're leaning into the strap, bending over the strap right there at our hip crease. And if this is as far as you want to go, then that's just fine. And you might move your chair forward a little bit so that you can find that place where the strap is supporting your weight. Now I'm going to step back just a little bit because I want to get a little bit more of that triangle feel. So, and my feet behind my center of gravity rather than in front. Lets me bend better. So we can stay right here. You can rest your head on your chair. Your arms can just come through, and keep your belly button engaged so that you've got a nice, long, straight spine. And you can start out there and you can stay there. Or, because it's easy for me to get to the ground, I'm going to move this chair out of the way, and I'm going to bring my hands down onto the mat as though I were in downward facing dog. So our hands are gently reaching the floor. They're not really supporting any of your weight because the strap's doing that. And then walk those arms forward and continue to bend. Let your head just come there in between your arms, and then roll those biceps up to the sky and feel your shoulder blades on your back, and then just hang. Now, if you find that your ankles, your Achilles tendons are stretching too much, your calves are stretched more than you want, then come up on your tiptoes just a little, and then I think you'll find that'll relieve that stress. And it'll even allow you to hang more. And right now, my hands are just resting on the floor. They are supporting no weight, but I've got them in that downward facing dog position. I'm trying to extend as far forward as I can and letting those sitting bones point as high up as is comfortable. And then as you lie, as you just hang, I think you're going to notice that the muscles in your abdomen kind of reach back and hollow out and work like they do when we're in the clock pose. They reach toward the back of your spine to help you and hold you. And you can stay here for about a minute or 2 minutes or however long you feel comfortable. Now, if you have high blood pressure, if you have glaucoma, then always make sure that you are following your doctor's instructions. To come out, just walk your hands back toward your feet, bend your legs if you need to, and then come on up to standing. And let's just stand here for a little bit, just to make sure that you don't get lightheaded. Just make sure that you've got your sea legs, and then you can, I prefer to just undo the buckle. You can step out of the strap if you want, but this way I don't get tangled up in anything. And that is a restorative downward facing dog. Hope it works for you. Thank you.